Right, good morning everyone. You join me here at Floatfish Farm today, out with the cameras. First time I've been fishing since lockdown, so I'm really looking forward to getting some fish in the net hopefully. The weather's lovely for us, so that's good. It's been cold, but I'm sure we'll catch plenty of fish. I'm just here today to give you a run through some new items in the Method Ready range, when and where we'd use them, and go over some of the old range as well. It's going to be good to show you the different reasons why we'd use each. For the anglers who have to use fishery pellets, we have also got some new products to help prepare them for you, so I'm going to go through them as well. Don't feel left out. Let's get fishing. Really want to catch some fish. Right, so for you anglers that have got to use fishery pellets or just prefer to do your own bait, we've now brought out the range of the different liquids, the Method Ready liquids. Just going to use some standard fishery pellets. Here at Floatfish you can use whatever you want, but they do the fishery pellets as well, like a lot of venues. So just some 2 mils here, a few in a bait box. I won't put too many in it. Shove them down, and then just a generous coating of the liquid. Just give them a good soak. You want plenty to soak in. Just cover them, touch more, and then a quick swirl round, and then we'll just leave that to soak in. And they're going to be really strong. You can't smell it on camera, but lovely strong catalyst flavour to them. One of my favourites flavours, really go-to for me for my carp fishing. Yeah, if you do that when you first get on the bank, just let them soak it up. It'll be 20 minutes, half hour while you're setting up. They should be perfect to go. The Method soaks come in a range of 4. There's the F1, the sweet meat, classic corn, and the catalyst, which we're using today. All lovely mild flavours. They're also going to add colour. The meat's the red, corn a bit of yellow. Another great thing with them is they come with a very mild preservative. It's nowhere near like with the Method Ready pellets, which are in the tubs all preserved ready for you. This is just a very mild one. Say if you're fishing a festival for 3 or 4 days, you prepare your pellets, you've got plenty left over at the end of the day. These will keep for the next day and follow on. You're not going to be wasting any bait, which is great. We don't want to be throwing anything away if we have to. The next in the new Method range I'm going to go through is the 50/50 Method Ready ground bait and pellets. Now, just the standard Method Ready pellet's been a huge success. This is the next step on from them. It's available on all the different flavours like the pellets. These just come with a matching ground bait in there, 50/50 as the name suggests. It's got preservatives. These tubs are going to last 6 months. You can use them for ages. For the people that are just going pleasure fishing or in a match where you're not using a lot, again, you could be in a match situation, you're not planning on doing this and conditions change, you can just get the box out, you're all ready to go. The first question people are going to ask is, why would you use ground bait and pellets over just standard pellets? For me, because they've got all the little particles, they're just going to bind better round your feeder. The same for if you're fishing in deep water, it's just going to help it stay around your feeder a bit better. Why would I use just pellets on their own going the other way? Some venues you're only allowed pellets, you're not allowed ground bait. Some just respond just to pellets. It's all about knowing your venue. It's worth having a box of both, just swapping and changing between the two. You could do that as the day goes on. Say start with just pellets. If it's a bit slower than you want, just a bit of the 50/50, so you've got some ground bait, just some extra attraction, just to bring some fish in. Likewise, if you've got loads of fish in your peg, loads of liners with the ground bait, it's just sending them a bit too wild. Just changing to standard pellets on their own, it's just going to calm the peg down a little bit, and it's perfect. Like I say, carry one of each in your bag or whatever flavours you want. You've got it there. Fishing is so easy. Also, something I'm going to use these for personally, I could see these being great for edge fishing, where micros and ground bait are both allowed. Again, there's days when you don't need a lot of feed, some days you're going to need loads. You're not wasting anything. These are perfect, ready to go. Either just little balls, we'll demonstrate this in a bit today, or obviously the big cup in the summer. We had a bite. Sorry, the cameraman's just telling me I've had a bite. Yeah, these are absolutely perfect. They smell amazing. And like I say, they are going to last. Don't feel like you've got to throw them all in one session. So we've been fishing the feeder for a couple of hours. It's been typical winter carp fishing, in all honesty. It's been quite tricky. We have managed to catch a few for the cameras, so job done. As I touched on earlier, these aren't just for the feeder. We can use them on the pole as well. And again, straight in the bag, ready to go. I'm going to team them up with the soft hookers, the ready prepared ones, again in your bag. So it is just turning up, taking a couple of lids off, and your bait is ready. We're just going to fish it in sort of 4 foot down the edge, not tight in. We have primed it, we had a quick look on it. There are some stockies there, so a lot of new fish in the lake. So just going to hook an expander. It is the 8mm, it's quite a big bait we are fishing down the edge. Just a little ball like you'd have around the method in your toss pot, and then just a little bit of bait. It's just setting a trap like we would do on the feeder. Just going to ship that out nice and gently so you don't bounce it out your pot. And just lower your bait in over it. The soft hookers are the catalyst again. I've gone for them today, just matching what we're feeding, and hopefully we shouldn't have to wait too long for a bite. There we go. And there we go. Not a big fish. Like I say, there's a lot of little stockies been added to the lake the last few weeks. This is a particularly small one, typical for the camera, but we have caught some bigger ones than this. But absolutely lovely little fish though. These are going to grow into some stunners as they get bigger. As the feed builds up in the peg though, they should hopefully get some bigger fish in there as well. Fingers crossed. I'm amazed we've caught on the pole. I thought the feeder would be best, but there's a lot more bites on the pole today. Just shows you never know. It's always worth setting up two. Let's say with these pellets, we've not wasted anything. They're there ready for us. Perfect for these situations. We saw a fish swell down the edge, set a pole up. And beforehand I would have swore we wouldn't have caught anything on a pole today. But again, just drop the bait in. Just try and be really accurate. Lay your pellet right on top of the little ball you've put in. And there we go. Only small, but lovely on a cold winter's day just to get some bites. And in a match situation, I'd be really happy. Soon build a weight of those. I just had a quick go on the feeder to finish the session. Hope we get a big carp to end with, but sadly not to be today. Hope I've shown you a good guide to all the new range. Really useful, really quick and easy to use as well, which I love. I shall certainly be using them a lot more for my own fishing, and they should be available in all your local stockists now.